You wake up, you look outside, and you say to yourself, damn, dude, I'm going to make a bunch of money today. Or sometimes you just wake up and you think to yourself, I want to play Overwatch. I'm going to play that game again and again and again. I'm going to try my ass off, and I'm going to become the best Overwatch player in the world. And then you realize that, damn, you're fucking bronze. You've never been so low in a video game before in your life. And then you climb and you climb and you finally hit platinum. And you know what you say to yourself? This doesn't feel like platinum. So you keep climbing. You go to diamond. You're like, you know what? This still doesn't feel like platinum. And then you go to master tier and you're like finally there. Where you say to yourself, okay, I'm finally at diamond, getting to master tier. And then you go a little bit further and you're like, damn, dude, grandmaster, baby. All right, that's cool, that's cool. But it feels like masters. It doesn't feel like it should. Season 3 has probably been one of the most underwhelming feelings for a season I felt. Getting to grandmaster on one account and masters on 2 others, I feel that hitting GM just feels like another word for fancy masters. It doesn't feel that special. But then once you get to GM, it's kind of like, okay, the people here are pretty good. And then top 500 people are also pretty insane. But it doesn't really feel like too much different. It just, after the season just ended, it just feels like, damn, there's a lot of people who really don't feel like they deserve to be here. And as well as people that just don't deserve to be lower than they are. I feel like there are some people that feel like they should be a lot higher than they've been placed, and there's a lot of people that feel like they should be a lot lower than they're placed and where they ended the season. And I honestly just, I don't know. I don't feel as good about getting masters on an account or grandmaster. I feel like it just feels like there's too much question. There's questionable plays happening. There's people that drop shield on Reinhardt suddenly. There's people that high noon nothing in the spawn, or sometimes they'll even earth shatter in the spawn as Reinhardt. There's Annas that'll boost Lucio's in Grandmaster. There's people that just give up way too easily and just think that you're trolling immediately and then they give up. It's just, the game just doesn't feel as good as I think it should. It feels like a lot of toss up and question constantly about what's really going to be good in the community and what's actually worth it. You know, it doesn't really make too much sense to me. And I go through and I play it and I'm just like, all right, this is going to be cool, you know, whatever. We're going to get in there, we're going to have a great game and it's all going to be fun. But I think that Season 3 has definitely been a huge stepping stone in the direction to see what's going to happen for Season 4, because after seeing some of the clown fiesta of trying to balance that curve, I for sure 100% think that people should not be allowed to stagnate 3,000. That is the most ridiculous bullshit I've ever seen. Like, if you look at that bell curve, if you go to Masters Overwatch and you look at the leaderboards, you'll see that bell curve and you'll see that the majority of it for the most people who where they're sitting at is actually diamond, which it shouldn't be. If people just don't want to play the game anymore, they should default all the way down to 2,500 or 2,499. Just sit at gold, just the brim of gold, kind of like in League of Legends. It's what I'm used to in that game. I definitely think it should be the same way in Overwatch, because like, why the hell should somebody just be able to get a free diamond card for the rest of the season? I don't think it should be like that. Sure, you should be able to touch it and that should be your season high, but I don't think you should sit there. I don't think you should be like, oh, I luckily got into diamond, so now I can just sit here for the rest of the season and be fine, never play another ranked game, I don't have to worry about it, and be that high up the ladder, be more than halfway up the tier list for where people are situated at in the game. So I think they should definitely change that for Season 4. I hope they change that for Season 4, because it would definitely encourage people to play more ranked games, so that hopefully people that are actually diamond stay diamond and the people that are not diamond drop. Same thing with people at lower tiers. Lots of people that have been playing for really long and they started off gold, it should be a hard reset for them, because it's like, okay, you shouldn't have to go off of what's going on last season. Now I know some people may disagree with that, and that's totally fine. Go ahead and do so. I agree to disagree on different aspects of any video game that's ever played, but I personally feel that after playing Overwatch for this long and playing Overwatch on several different elos and climbing from all the way down in silver all the way up to masters or above, I think that playing this game and just being able to reset and start over and do what you do, you should be able to climb, and you should be able to have the opportunity to climb by being put in different situations. Now, I definitely agree that some people shouldn't just spawn into Masters. I think that the highest that you should be able to achieve off of 10 wins in a row is at most Diamond 5 or 3,000. And I think that the lowest that you should be able to get is the lowest part of Bronze. You should be able to hit these tiers. If everybody was able to start off in Gold and just climb or fall from that point, that would definitely feel better for me, because I want the game to feel more like the ranks are what they should be. I want Platinum to feel good. I don't feel like Platinum feels good at the moment. I feel like Platinum feels like a fancy silver, and then once you get to diamond, diamond's gold, and then once you get to masters, masters platinum, and then once you get to grandmaster, that's diamond. The game does not feel like I think it does, especially just playing it so much and the way that people act and interact with one another and how people react with one another as far as, you know, you're going to play this hero and if you do that, I'm going to throw this game. Or you're playing that hero, we automatically lose, let's throw. Or the lack of communication, or people just not knowing what to call for, people not building a team comp that's correctly situated to help win a game, or putting too much stress on a single player to get them to do a specific thing, such as having someone shoot down a Pharah that needs to be focused by a hit scan, and you have a McCree and a soldier, but they want to shoot the shield instead of shooting the Pharah that's in the sky, especially at the Masters and above level. It's just like, come on, guys. We know that you guys are the ones that need to focus this, not focus on having the most damage in the game, which again is very true and very important, but you need to shoot that damn Pharah when she comes in the LOS. Like, come on, guys, come on. But that's my little rant on Season 3. I hope Season 4 brings a lot of new things. Hope it changes a lot of the mindsets for people when playing the game. And I would love to see some of the ideas that you guys come up with for things that should change into Season 4. So if you want to leave a comment about that below, if you even care about ranked, or if not, that's totally fine. I want to hear what you have in store for the server browser, because I know there's a lot of custom games that are coming out. Should be tons of fun to see what people come up with, and definitely get some practice games in to hopefully at least train my own aim and get some practice in there. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you guys in another video, whatever it may be. I'm probably going to either come out with a montage or another Games with Friends video, who knows. But either way, guys, this is my short little recap of Season 3, how I feel about it, and I will see you guys in the next video. All right, peace.
Aigey.